Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of Cooking on High. I'm your host, Mark, and what follows is another Fly on the Wall podcast. Pretty much it's me, Jacob, Tim, and Jacob's girlfriend, Maria, and we're just bullshitting around. We're just hanging out at Tim's house, got the microphone going, we talk about this and that and the other. We play a game of Taboo somewhere along the middle of the podcast. We pretty much have fun. If you have any comments, feedbacks, questions, pretty much anything you want to talk to us about, you could reach us on all the social medias. Facebook is Cooking on High. Twitter is at Cook on High. Tumblr is Cooking on High. Cooking on High at ymail.com, because why the fuck not? And we have a phone. You could call us at 856 area code 336-8720. That's 856-3420. And on to the show.
Next, the boys must make a difficult choice. Don't touch that dial.
I would like, if I may, to take you on a strange journey.
We would be honored if you would join us.
It's time to put on music. It's time to light the light.
Heroes in a half shell, turtle power.
We talking about practice.
Scorpion wins.
Where's the beat?
Cook with me now, cook with me now, I'm making pancakes. Cook with me now, cook with me now,
Is it on? Yeah. Hello, everybody. Talking to your own mic.
Tim was just in the restroom,
Yes.
so we can create the whole illusion.
The whole illusion that I was gone,
I'm not.
Now he's back.
visiting the planet Arcadia.
It's nice this time of year.
Discussing diplomacy with Plutonomous.
It rains metal.
No, but they grow space tobacco.
Until they get you low.
Huh?
They get too low.
We're
Your
not
space week gets too low.
space.
You get you gravity. Is what it does.
You get too frozen by now. Oh, that's the other one. What's that? Interstellar?
The
Behind the bookcase one?
oh yeah.
Gravity just gets you lost with George Clooney. That'd be a good strain. What strain is this? Interstellar. Why? Smoke it and you'll just think you're living behind a bookcase for eons.
Like those people that live in Walmart. You heard about that?
There's people that live in Walmart?
Yeah. There's, you
Oh,
know, like
they live between the aisles.
yeah. Did you see Malcolm?
Like King of the Hill?
Yeah.
Yeah. With Chuck Mangione,
Just like Chuck
the toilet
Mangione.
paper fort. But no, dude, they did it in Malcolm in the Middle too.
Yeah?
There was a guy, yeah, he was living in between the aisles. He was helping Malcolm try to pick up this chick, so he'd tell him how to write poems or whatever, so to keep it secret. And then the mom found out.
I always thought it'd be cool to live at
2 years.
JCPenney used to have this one place where it'd show off curtains.
Yeah.
And I love running through there. Just getting lost.
Yeah, it was kind of like a maze, like
Yeah.
a little curtain display that they had, and then
It's such an odd thing to be. Like, this is our curtain display. Why?
and it was like
Yeah, it was
yeah,
like,
you would go in. And it's not just like you could do a wall of curtains. Of course you could, JC Bender. But no, he's just like maximize the amount of space. So let's just have like little
and it had like
corners all over.
a cross in the middle, like two of them, and then with more curtains. Back when we were kids.
What was that movie where the guy was doing the
He worked at Target?
At Target, yeah.
Overnight. No, I don't know.
Something like that.
Future Mark here. The movie in question is called Career Opportunities. It's from 1991, starring Frank Whaley and Jennifer Connelly. We now return you to your podcast. already in progress.
I think it was
Overstocked, or I don't
But
know.
it was I forget what's his face in Jennifer Connelly.
Yeah,
Jen-
and it was at the peak of when Target was like kind of cool.
yeah.
I remember they had still cassettes. They had cassette tapes. First cassette tape, Mortal Kombat soundtrack.
Did you listen to any other song besides the
All of it.
just all of it all the
Jam.
time? Jam. Wake up.
Not
Click.
Dude, there was a lot
Bum,
of
bum,
fucking like industrial.
Industrial,
bands on that.
yeah.
Like I think
Was that with KMD FM or?
there's a bunch. I mean, I was surprised because that's funny. That was like a predecessor to my like love for Nine Inch Nails and Main Street. I didn't even think about it because I mean, yeah, that's what it was. Fear Factory plays on
I
there.
think so.
Yeah. I had a Weird Al collection.
On tape.
Dude, he had the best compilations ever because you could just theme his stuff, like the TV album. All of those came out on different albums.
Yeah.
But the TV album and the food album. I still love the Kurt Cobain story. Weird Al calls him, hey Kurt, I want to cover Smells Like Teen Spirit. Oh, okay. It's not going to be about food, is it?
Because if it is, I'll shoot myself.
And he's like, no, it's about how no one can understand what you're saying in your songs.
And they're like,
I'll
all
still
right.
shoot myself.
Like, all right on.
But it's just like the perfect response. It's not going to be about food, is it?
Like if Weird Al says he was gonna make a song about whatever you'd done, just like
Especially at that time.
It's like, it's not about food, is it? It smells like meat spirit. Crosses it off.
It comes in a tube.
No.
Like the Jackass when they put ground beef in the tube.
rips the whole page off. Like nope. Never mind. Aw.
Load up on buns.
There's a New Kids on the Block cover. But to cover everything from Eminem to that.
Yeah.
Dire Straits.
Congratulations, Weird Al. You will be missed.
Hey, he got his first #1 record the last time he came out with. After like 30 years.
Oh, that one.
Dude, the Queen parody too did another one, Rides the Bus.
Yeah.
That one's good.
What's the potato one? Wasn't there a potato one?
Oh yeah. You're addicted to spuds.
Yeah.
And I love Rocky Road.
Living in the fridge.
That was a creepy one. That was an Alapalooza one.
Living in the fridge.
No, it's living in the fridge. You
what I
can't
said.
stop this smoke from growing. But even worse albums wasn't very good. There's a song in there called "This Song's Just 6 Words Long." And there's the song "Vanna White" too. It's the album where he was like Michael Jackson bad.
Where's the one that I lost on Jeopardy? I like that one.
I think it's on the TV album.
And I actually heard that song for the first time that wasn't parodied, and I was like, I lost on Jeopardy. I was like, I can't think
That's
of
the only reference you have.
Yeah.
That's like the Ryan Poe same thing. Like where he said he would just show like he'd only play Weird Al songs for his kids, and then like when they're out in the world, and then they actually hear these songs, it's like what? What? This is a really shitty cover of that Weird Al song. Like,
That would be a good way to bring up a kid. Also Amish.
and also Amish, but not you. Just the kid.
Yeah.
What?
bring up a kid Amish?
No, fuck that.
No, but you're not.
You don't have to be Amish.
You can still use electricity. But the kid has to wake up at 5 o'clock and milk cows and fucking raise barns and shit.
Get out there.
You send him on the horse and buggy bus to the Amish land.
Teach you how to bowl.
How did that guy was so good at bowling? I forget.
Because it had like 16 pins, or it had more than the normal.
Oh.
So his scores were. Yeah.
That's how you do it, man. I gotta ask for more pins next time. Yeah.
Can you add another one?
Can you give me some more pins to knock down?
What would it be? Is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
48.
Like 6, like a 6 row of pins, or is it a 5th row?
Would you? I don't know how
1,
would you
2,
do it.
3.
Like a 6, like a
1, 2, 3.
another row of 4 at the back. Or would you put them in between?
To make a star.
It's a box. It's a 4x4 box. No.
It's
A
16.
diamond. It's like
Yeah.
You played 9-ball with.
Yeah. Okay, so
a diamond would work.
So then you could do. It would be 17.
17? There's 1, 2, that's 3, that's 6.
Oh, no. It'd be 16.
6 is
It would
10.
be 16. Yeah, it'd be a 4x4 diamond.
See?
Okay.
I got the right stuff. You gotta put that in there. I don't care about copyright. Just find an instrumental. I'm sure there's people online playing acoustic guitar today.
Of the right stuff?
Yeah, dude. Why not, man? There's some weird shit on there, man.
It's the ukulele version of New Kids on the Block.
The meat whistle.
The skin flute. It's just that.
Oh, dude.
And it's the New Kids on the Back in the background. Some dude just beating it to that. So we're living in a post world where the Denver Broncos have won the Super Bowl 50.
Woo!
We're living in a post Daniel Bryan world.
Post Peyton Manning.
I don't know. He said he was going to drink some Budweiser, and
You know, he owns 2 distributors.
That's why he was.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But he made it a point to bring it up.
Twice, like the girl
it was
asked
like
him.
an ad.
Yeah.
But I could got the wholesome image like that. It's like Peyton Manning endorsing alcoholism. Because I was all shocked. Like I'm watching, he's like, "Yeah, I just can't wait to go home and drink a whole bunch of Budweisers." It's like, what are you gonna do to your 4-year-old? I'm just gonna leave her outside. She can stay in the dumpster.
She's a dumpster.
Did you see Eli Manning though when he was up there? He just looked completely confused. Eli was just like,
he just looks sad.
It's like, but that's how he looked when he won.
Eli just looks like.
but like I was thinking, like I saw it, like when I first saw it, I thought, "Hello, darkness, my old friend." And then
I like a slow motion, everyone cheering in the background. That's the best.
Yeah, because it was kind of panning slow too, and it's like you just look all fucking morose. Like,
You're gonna have to run another one.
11 touchdowns, 18 interceptions, and 12 starts in a 10-2.
so do you think it's Peyton's last?
Yes.
I hope so.
Yeah, because watching it was painful. There was 3 throws that should have been intercepted. I mean, he doesn't have arm strength anymore. He can float it. He's got nice touch on the ball, but he got, yeah.
Did I see one that he tried to like throw underhand or like it just? I want to say that I heard that guy try to throw it underhand.
But I mean, he played terrible this year. Like, he was awful.
Yeah.
19, 17 picks in the regular season. He went 7-2. He didn't throw a touchdown in 2 of the 3 playoff wins. He threw less than 150 yards yesterday. 1 converted 3rd down. But that defense was unstoppable. It was ridiculous, dude. It was like Cam Newton looked like Superman was. It was
He
like
fucking threw himself on the floor.
Cam Newton's too arrogant. But you know, Manning looked like he kind of knew what was going to happen. Like he was playing real conservative too. 3rd down, and, you know, they're up 16-7. They run the ball, take off 40 seconds. It was real weird. Like he looked calm the whole game. Like just like, you know what, fuck it. It was weird. It was just like I kept watching. Nothing's happening.
Oh, I was thinking the other day, we need patches like you do embroidered patches or screen print, but for comedians. Like imagine, okay, so you know, like there's like everyone's got like a denim vest.
Oh, okay. For
with like
bands?
the Fiends Club or whatever,
yeah.
but like it's like Richard Pryor or something on the back, like Lewis Black.
Just gonna have one of Paul F. Tompkins.
Just Paul F. Tompkins with
Mitch
the gap.
With the gap.
The mustache, gap.
Looking the Doug Benson.
Doug Benson. Yeah, you can imagine that little.
Just the I Love Doug patch. I love Doug those movies.
I don't see the like.
Just throw it back. Just a Paul Poundstone.
It's like just the business suit with the fucking shoulder pads.
Don't underestimate the shoulder pads.
We were watching that Making a Murder, and like some of like the female like attorneys just like boom shoulder pads and like
Such a weird era of fashion.
Like they were just it was the 90s. And, like,
yeah.
The Jinko pants that were fucking.
Well, that was the late 90s. The shoulder pads were like early 90s.
Yeah, like the bleached white jeans.
Acid
the
wash?
white, yeah, the jeans like that. Those aren't.
And the Dago colors.
Suspenders.
The patchwork skirts and the patchwork pants. They're like pieces of older types of denim all sewn together.
But yeah, dude, like 90 to 99 is real different.
Yeah, it was like 3-4 different eras of like style. Because
Yeah,
it's like
that like no one cares to reproduce.
Yeah, like grunge, dirty, and then like.
I guess grunge kind of stuck around, like grunge.
Oh, I got this grunge on this plate. That sticks around. It does.
Around.
But dude, those pants were fucking ridiculous. So, dude, they were as wide as your shoe. They
Those
just.
Jinkos, I didn't want to see my shoes when I was washing.
You suck up all the water.
Yeah.
But like I had some, but they weren't like they were just baggy. They weren't like that. Like you know what I did have though in 1997, they were comfortable as fuck too. They were corduroy pants.
Corduroys were comfortable.
Fuck yeah, dude. They were the shit. They were brown.
I had a pair of gray. One of those gray cords.
But yeah, like I couldn't see myself wearing corduroy pants now. Like that would just be fucking ridiculous.
I remember I had like a corduroy jacket. It was more like
I'm down Paddington Bear.
It was nice.
I bet Paddington Bear is a shit.
It was like I think
There was a corduroy bear too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Paddington Bear had fucking grilled cheese sandwiches.
He probably rode Thomas's train too. Who was the conductor on the fucking George Harrison?
George Carlin.
George
And Ringo Starr.
Ringo Starr.
And Alec Baldwin.
Really?
In the movie.
Good job,
It's like tough to get a gig with Ringo Starr.
Well, he wasn't. He didn't.
Unless you're Alec Baldwin.
He wasn't with Ringo Starr. Ringo Starr did it for PBS.
Oh.
As did George Carlin.
I would always like in most shows, like when like someone new takes over or whatever, like they usually show like what happens. It's like they never show like what happened like to the old conductors. It's like
There could only be one.
It's like there could only be one. It's like so like George Carlin is like all of a sudden like Ringo Starr, what are you doing here? And then like
There could only be one.
lightning and little lightning because there are like
Yeah.
little things, the sparks on the tracks.
You remember that one episode of Highlander with the retarded Highlander?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, he was
a retarded Highlander.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was an immortal, and they like eventually convinced him like, hey, so like people are just gonna keep trying to kill you, and no one wants to like look after you forever. So
one of us has to kill you.
Like one of us has to kill you, and he was like, I think I'll just lay on this track and kill myself.
So yeah, he laid on a track, and then the train ran over him.
Ran over his head, and then some dude gained his power.
But he was a big train.
The guy that was Raiden, right?
In the second, first movie.
Oh yeah, what's his face?
No, second one. First
The
one.
second one. No, the first one.
First one.
He was Raiden.
Yeah.
Second one was
the guy from Dexter, right?
Yeah, Dexter's dad was Raiden. Christopher Lambert.
Lambert.
One more time,
The fact that Lowell played the Sandman, Lowell from Wings.
That was a
It was
perfect
good, though.
Sandman.
It
Like,
was. It really. He was buff though. It was weird.
As far as like looking like the character,
yeah, he
fucking pulled it off there. But man,
What Spider-Man was that?
Spider-Man 3.
Okay.
That was a bad one.
So Spider-Man. Maybe it's Civil War.
And he's gonna have the Iron Spider suit.
Shut up. No, shut up. All right.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I don't want to know anything.
Sorry.
Because, like...
You don't even know.
No, I did. I've been...
Why would he already... Alright. No, okay. Right. I'll just wait for it.
But
because the more I know...
I don't know if it's confirmed. Now you're making me nervous. I'm wondering if it was a rumor.
Okay, no. I'll take that.
But it makes sense, though.
Does it?
Because remember, in the comics, Spider-Man sides... Well, actually, he sides with Captain America.
Well, he's forced to side with Tony Stark in the beginning.
Yeah.
Because, like, he was tricked into giving away his identity so that other vigilantes wouldn't feel so afraid to, register. But then, like, Tony Stark made him pretty much like one of the lead people going after these heroes who don't want to give away their identity. Making it, like, Tony Stark made it seem like, yeah, it's a voluntary thing, and then, like, boom, it happened. Now this guy is going to come after you if you don't want to give us your identity. And it was like, I'm just a freelance journalist, photographer. I didn't sign up for this.
Was it publicly known that everyone knew, like, Spider-Man's Peter Parker?
Yeah, he held a press conference.
Yeah. I still remember reading that. Do you remember back when he told Aunt May, and then they did a silent issue where they had to do the whole comic without words?
Yeah.
And it was real cool because she was like seeing all the letters. Like she was sending letters to Jonah Jameson because of all the shit. I'm going to be canceling my subscription due to your biased coverage of Spider-Man. But it's pretty fun. That was cool. God, the Straczynski stuff was so good. Ezekiel and the Totem Pole of Powers. I've been wanting to go back and order those there for like 3 years. Had all those issues. Like he's teaching school and he seems to find like peace.
Yeah.
But when May walks in and he's lying down, battered and bruised and bloody with bandages, like basically half dead, just laying there.
That's a lot of B's. Battered, bruised, and bloody, and basically
in bed, bearing the weight of the world. But no, she walks in and just freaks out, and you thought that would have happened a lot sooner.
Yeah.
Because I like how they did the more realistic aspect. Like, remember the issue where it was from the cop's perspective about all the damage that he caused the city?
Yeah.
Because they, think about all those villains fighting, the city's going to get. And that was cool. They started doing interesting things like that after that Howard Mackey mess. And yep, there's just a huge explosion at the end, just like, you know what? Fuck this shit. I don't know what else to do. Well, Stephen King its ass and blow it up. Like, seriously, dude. Like, it was, he just walks up and boom. I have Parkinson's disease or something. I'm just gonna explode. But it was the fake Peter Parker, wasn't it?
Yeah. It was that guy.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Before.
So the storyline where Mary Jane had this stalker, and this stalker followed her onto an airplane, and then the plane fucking exploded midair. And then so they were like, well, fucking shit, everyone's dead, I guess, because it was over the ocean. So they were like, they found as many people as they could, but no survivors. So they just assumed that Mary Jane was dead, but she was being held captive by a Peter Parker lookalike. This guy, he had some kind of ability to where he was able to. It's like a skinwalker. Like he touches the person, and then he could change into that person. He has no memories. And so,
has no memories.
But he didn't know that he was this type of thing. And so one day, Spider-Man is like fighting somebody in the city, and he fucking bumps into this guy, and just like that's how it transfers. And then he goes on about his life, and then this guy all of a sudden thinks like, holy shit, I'm Peter Parker, and there's some imposter out there pretending to be Spider-Man. And so that's how he kidnapped Mary Jane. Took her off the plane early. He said, oh, like he.
And from that time to that time, he didn't touch anybody.
Right? Like, well, I guess
He could choose what he turns.
I guess he kind of learned to control it, but or he just wanted to be like he just believed in his heart that he was Peter Parker.
Just dodging
So
everybody.
he just like,
Don't touch me, don't touch me, I don't want to do Spider-Man.
God, that was such a...
like in video games where it's like no, I want a bigger name.
What was funny though is how noticeable it was from when Mackey's run ended in Straczynski, how it totally flipped. Like those those were terrible, dude. Typeface,
Yeah, that was
maximum security.
Well, the
like,
maximum security was it was more of an Avengers thing, I think.
Maximum security a person?
It's like aliens.
It was yeah, something to do with aliens. And, I'm not sure, I didn't really read it, but all the fucking comics at the time,
They all had.
they all had like a maximum security thing going on with it.
So they had that on the top. It would say maximum security, so you knew what it was.
And so all they did was like Spider-Man just sort of ran into a couple of aliens and then like went about his business and they went about their business.
And that was the end of that chapter.
Oh, it's like something that I was looking up the other day. It was Red Sky's Fall. It was something to do with Flash. Well, like in the Future newspaper, in the Flash season 1, it says Red Sky's Fall.
Yeah.
I was like, what's that even mean? Looked it up, and it's like there's a whole lot of comics that just had Red Sky Falls, and it would just touch, like, it was all, like, so you know it's in the same universe.
Yeah.
Same shit's going on at the same time. It just mentioned Red Skies. But that's kind of like your maximum security. Where it's like,
But it was
same world, but it's like one comic is going to talk more about it than the other.
But it was so weird though reading it though because it was just shit, and then all of a sudden it just completely flipped. Like within a year, Aunt May knew who Peter Parker was, and then he got back with Mary Jane. He was teaching high school, so he found like an inner peace for a bit. Then this guy comes along that has the same powers and tells him that it's like, a natural order.
So weird.
Like the bee is the enemy of the spider. So Peter ends up fighting these human incarnations of that totem pole of insects, like the hierarchy. So he has to fight like a wasp woman and shit. It's real weird. But like it's supposed to build and develop his powers, I guess. But Ezekiel had the same thing, but I stopped reading.
Oh, is that
right
the
at
one
the
where
end
it's
of
like
that.
the spider was meant to bite him?
Yeah, the radiation the spider actually meant to give it to him. It wasn't the radiation at all.
Yeah. It's and then what was happening was that Ezekiel was priming Peter to be eaten by some kind of being that eats these totems.
So he was just fattening them up.
Yeah. Because Ezekiel stole the power originally from some Amazon thing. And so yeah.
Amazon Prime.
From Amazon Prime, 2-day shipping.
That was so good to have over
Get your
Christmas.
spider powers before Christmas.
You keep on telling me to try it again.
Yeah.
But there were some nice bright moments. So like they had this one called Universe, but then they remade issues from the 70s. But when they did originals, it was 3 parts. The one where Norman Osborn kidnaps Peter and tortures him.
Those, yeah,
he wants to make him join the dark side. Like he tortures him. He has him tied to a chair like for days, and he's beating the crap out of him. And like he's like, you're gonna turn. Just embrace it. Embrace the darkness.
Right.
And no one even knows what you do or are grateful anyway. And it was like a psychological mind fuck, dude.
I'm picturing Tobey Maguire, Spider-Man, and then what's his name?
Willem Dafoe.
Willem Dafoe.
William Dafoe was a good Norman Osborn.
Willem Dafoe and Norman Osborn torturing him, but like on James Bond. What was the first one? There's a fucking knotted. Have you heard what's the
knotted rope?
What's the first James Bond? Casino Royale.
Casino Royale, yeah.
Yeah, at the end, the bad guy is torturing James Bond. He's sitting in a chair, like a wicker chair, but without the wicker, and he's butt ass naked.
So yeah, just like his ass and balls are just like there.
So he has a big ass rope with a knot on it, and he just goes underhand, hits the knot to his nuts, and he just keeps on doing that. It's like that's how I'm picturing Spider-Man being tortured by Willem Dafoe.
My favorite line was like he hits him and he's just like, oh, just a little more to the left, and then like he fucking does it and he's like, oh yeah, there you go. I want to tell everyone I had you scratching my balls.
He says that.
I haven't seen the last two. The one with Javier Bardem and the other one.
Yeah, Skyfall, and then I haven't seen this new one. I forget the name right now.
Like right now, I can only remember.
Who's at home could play?
Quantum of Solace. That was the second one.
Yeah.
Funeral, Quantum of Solace, Skyfall.
I feel like there was another one. Quantum of Solace.
This is need to go on 10. You need to watch it.
I saw the first one that guy did. I don't know what it's called. When he's running on the crane.
Yeah, that's
Spectre.
Yeah, when he's running along that fucking crane, dude, that was nuts.
That's Casino Royale.
Yeah.
That's the one with the
new one?
No, that's the first one.
That's the first one.
But that's the one with his. He hits him in the nuts with a nut.
At the end.
Forgot about that.
All up Thompson.
BFT.
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 You sing that song, but Adele sang it.
Yeah. Skyfall. Look it up, guys.
Paul Tompkins should just do all of Adele.
Like everything, yeah, you should do hello. You should do, what's, I don't know any others really. The first one she was famous for.
Rolling in the Deep.
I imagine that's what he does, like, while he's, like, at home. Like, making, like, his breakfast or something.
Sing Skyfall?
He's just, like, Skyfall or just any Adele, really, like...
Corn Raisin Bran.
Yeah. It's just like a mouthful.
Favorite cereal? What's your favorite cereal?
Count Chocula.
Honey Bunches of Oats. With the bunches only.
Maria?
I like any cereal.
Good answer.
Not the wheat cereal without the crust.
Just add sugar, some fruit, like shit.
I saw how they make it
It's
too.
like cereal starter.
Like I saw this show, they do like 3 different things, topics, and I don't know why I was watching like an hour and a half before work, and they were making the wheat, like it was like fucking, there was no sugar on it, and I was like, dude, that's it. It doesn't, and they're big too. They look like pillows. They're like big 8 pillows. Like,
Show you how big crayons.
Fucking Mr. Rogers?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Picture.
But no, the one from Sesame Street was the one where they made crayons. I remember it's like, and then they made orange crayons. The little girl was just looking at it like that. I think that little girl was high. She was just like looking at an orange crayon like that.
She's just been in that.
I wonder how it's made.
it's actually THC wax.
And just like going through her.
That would be the new one. Mr. Rogers
Just through
is learning how to
osmosis.
be
She's getting high through osmosis.
That's the future. Just here, hold this crayon. You just see your, oh shit.
Then you see the frog from Futurama that's just playing on the channel.
Hypnotoad?
Hypnotoad.
Oh, hell, Hypnotoad. Hypnotoad sound right now.
Yeah. Like 10 seconds.
What the fuck is wrong with this?
Oh, you know what I watched? It was really cool. The Twilight Zone. God, that's so. When I wake up 4 in the morning every now and then, I fucking love it because it's always on.
That's what me. When I went over to your house on Saturday, like Sam's like, I feel like watching Twilight Zone. So what if there was like a Twilight episode where a guy wanted to watch the Twilight Zone? This is like just him watching Twilight Zone. Yeah, for like 30 minutes.
For 30 minutes.
He's just watching. You're a perspective behind him, just watching that one episode where the people are dolls and they're trapped in a box.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I love that one. They're actually by a trash can.
They're like they're toys though.
But in
There's
this
like
one,
a Goodwill donation toy thing.
But in this one that I saw, the professor from Gilligan's Island comes out.
Nice.
And dude, and he goes back in time and
as he does
to Abraham Lincoln, to John Wilkes Booth in the Ford's Theater. And
stopping.
And he goes to the cops, and they think he's drunk, so they arrest him. And then the actual John Wilkes Booth comes by, but he doesn't. He fails.
You go back in time, and you're either going to kill Hitler or stop John Wilkes Booth. That's what people do,
right?
You know, Hitler wouldn't matter because, well, I mean, he killed him like 439, true. Yeah, stop it.
But that's, what if you just teach him to be tolerant?
It was.
I understand it's easier just to kill them all.
Look, it was weird though. Like people, there hasn't been like a psychological case study done about this, but National Geographic did something where they got the medical records. He was a hypochondriac, so he always thought he was sick. He had deformed genitals, and he was given daily dosages of methamphetamine. And for running noses, he would do coke.
That's great.
Yeah, and so he would take all kinds of shit, and he would get daily shots of amphetamines. Like, and you see his speeches. Like, he looks possessed, he's sweating, and he's like this. He's
can't even understand him. It's like
he's
talking
lit
different
out
language.
of his fucking mind.
Like, look, guys, you just gotta follow what I'm saying, do what I'm telling you, and everything's gonna be cool.
And
just chill out, everyone. Chill.
Who is
the
yelling?
fuck out.
Now, who's got some horse testicles? Because I want their medical properties. But I mean, he would take all types of weird shit, and.
But okay, but the question about whether or not it's like, would you go back and kill Hitler without the fucking World War II? Would we be as industrialized as we are now?
Because World War II got us out of the Depression.
Yeah.
And that's where a lot of factories, like every factory, was used for the war effort. And
exactly.
So yeah, that's a good point.
That's something no president ever.
Because that really helped capitalism, because communism. Even China, they are now in free market trade, and a communist country doesn't believe in free market trade. And China did not embrace the West for the first 500 years of their existence. They were completely isolated from the West, would not take any. Then they got gunpowder and whatever, but
that's like that 11/22/68. 63.
Yeah. Yeah, because what happens
has it come out yet?
No.
Okay.
I mean, what happens is it actually leads to nuclear war.
That's our update on that, because we talked about it last.
But what's so cool, though, is for 5 years, because he goes back in 1958, and he goes to Derry, Maine, right after the events at It happened, and he meets two of the kids in the park. And there's a real great scene. I love it, because the drugstore guy, the prescription guy, was such an asshole. He was just a dick in the book.
Yeah.
And the guy's like, I hate this fucking guy. So as he drives off, he gives him the bird, and I just thought it was funny. It was unexpected. But it was cool, because he scouted and spied on Oswald for 3 years.
Yeah.
He bought a house across the street, buys all this spy tech shit, and puts microphones in the walls.
Looks into their marriage and everything.
And it's fucking crazy, dude. That's what he's devoted his life to do. And he fucks up, I think, and has to go back and resets everything.
What if you befriended him?
I don't know.
Just befriended Oswald.
But it was one of the best endings Stephen King's ever written. It was fantastic.
Yeah.
It was. You read it?
Yeah.
Yeah, with the dance with Sadie and whatever, and she kind of knows who he is, even though he erased it.
Yeah.
That was cool. That was a touching thing, and I think a lot of his works have become more mature over the years because he's almost 70. He's been married for fucking 40 years, and gone through drug addiction, alcohol addiction, which was 30 years ago. He's still writing. His kids are adults and writing now, so his work's got a more mature tone to it. Like you read Cujo or Pet Cemetery.
His son writes comedy, right?
Well, I know they write graphic novels.
Or is that joking?
This fucking guy. Dude, he needs to stop with his George Takei shit. I've been saving for that for a while, haven't you?
Joking.
Ever since. What was the one with the painter? You remember?
Doomakey.
That one was fucking badass.
Yeah, it was. That Jalon jockey at the end creeped me out. The thing that just kept appearing.
Yeah.
I imagine him being black with bug eyes, like those old racist cartoons.
Why did you have your fucking lawn gnome buckled up?
No, that wasn't mine. I just found that picture on a random page.
Oh.
He had a blunt and a lighter, too.
I thought it was your lawn gnome.
Nah, he's at work.
He's doing overtime?
Yeah. He's fucking with everyone's shit when the lights go out. That's what he does, like a little lawn gnome.
Fucking duende flowers.
I fucking hate that word.
What's wrong with duende?
It's scary. It sounds scary.
Duende does sound like fucking...
It sounds like some fucking menacing little Mexican dwarf.
Isn't it?
It is.
But
That's like the definition.
They're supposed to leave candies and alcohol out or some shit. But the pictures are weird, dude. Like I don't. They're probably fake, but there's some good ones.
They're probably fake.
I've seen a video where like it was like, whoa, that's definitely a little.
Did you see fucking him just running across the floor? Those little fucking. Dingy duendes.
Yeah, I don't want to hear a room.
Yeah, my classroom. Everybody's shit would disappear. Call him Ricky. Ricky the Duende. Classroom meatheads.
Ricky the Duende. Ricky the best.
Ricky needs your pens, man.
It's like that one episode of Dilbert where all the little people would steal the fucking dry erase markers and then help them.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What was this from?
Dilbert.
The show?
Yeah.
So there's little trolls and they would steal the markers.
Well, there were past employees that had been downsized.
They had been downsized.
So they lived inside the walls and they would steal.
Oh, that's amazing.
They would steal dry erase markers and then just get high off of them.
How'd they get rid of them?
I think they just
something having to do with Dolford.
We made like those armadillo egg things. It's like a jalapeno popper with chicken wrapped around it, wrapped in bacon.
Whoa.
It was intense.
Okay.
And I'm over here dying in the hospital. Like,
Is a jalapeno with chicken wrapped around it?
It's a jalapeno popper with chicken wrapped around it, and that's wrapped in bacon.
You just put them in the oven.
Yeah.
Okay. I was telling Tim my mom made fried mashed potatoes. So it was like we had mashed potatoes a week ago. So it was nice and cold, and then she mixed in shredded cheese and then put it in an egg that she scrambled up, and then she put that in panko breadcrumbs and then fried them. So fucking good.
I remember one time in class, it was science class in 8th grade. Like the teacher was talking, and I was doing that floating bean thing that you do, like that.
Yeah.
And I was in my own world, just doing that shit, and then I just hear nothing anymore. And I stop, and the whole class is just like looking at me. And the teacher's like, "What are you doing, Mark?" When you put your finger.
Hey, I don't know if you knew this.
No,
When you put your fingers like that, you see like a bean in the middle.
it's weird. The stupidest shit you would do as a kid, like.
And I was fucking sober as a fucking alligator.
No, the best thing ever though was like in the 3rd grade, we had like this 24-year-old teacher, and she was fresh out of college or whatever, and I was a little shit stick. Like I would literally fart out loud in class, and we had those hard plastic chairs. This black kid named Tyrone was sitting across from me, and I'll never forget the look on his face. But like I was like reading, and I just lost control and just let it out, and I didn't know it was me. And I was like, "Oh shit!" He falls out of the chair, cracking up. Like he looks around, like, and then he just falls
Because he
over.
knows it's you. He's
Like he paused. It was like that, and then just fell on the floor laughing.
I remember in 7th grade, when like you tilt your chair back and then like somebody walks behind you and just either pulls you or pushes you. I was walking in and I was going to the restroom and a girl was tilted back and I pulled her like that and she goes like that and I push her forward and she lands and she runs out of the classroom. It was so fucking funny.
Oh.
But right when she lands,
She probably shit her pants.
probably she was scared she was gonna fall, and then
You made a girl shit her pants. That's funny.
I mean, that's if you're gonna run out of the restroom or run out of the room after that sound.
yeah.
I'm gonna say you shit your pants.
Oh, I just like taco.
Allegedly. I think it's time for a game. So every time you hear the buzz, take a drink. So the way Taboo is played, so you got to make your partner say the top word without saying any of the bottom words.
Gotta form up teams.
We've got the right amount of people.
Yeah, we do. One of you got to sit over here.
Yeah.
And then you're over there, so you could be Jacob's buzzer and Tim could be my buzzer. Or other way around.
However we're going to.
So Tim, you're going to look at the card with her. And she's going to try and make me say the top word. But if she says any of the words on the bottom, you get to buzz the buzzer.
Oh, shit. Dude, this is a hard one.
I know.
This is impossible.
Well, what about the other side? There's two sides.
Yeah, there's two sides.
Dude, this is too hard.
All right. Well.
Can't even pantomime.
I don't know if it translates well to the radio.
Oh.
You're
Well,
gonna-
listeners at home, I am emphasizing in
The
a
internet.
grandeur, man. Shut up.
You're gonna have to
You.
go back.
So like it's sentences, or I have to just.
Anyway.
Yeah, I mean, just like try and make me say the top word without saying any of the bottom words. And if you say any of the bottom words, Tim has to buzz you.
Specifically this word? Or anywhere close to these words?
Huh?
I guess that you can't put an S or an ED or an ING at the end.
Okay, that word at the top is the word he has to say.
Yeah, I know. The
Okay.
colored one.
But don't make him say any of those.
No, she
I
can't.
can't say
she
it.
can't-
He's
you
trying
can't-
to get him to
you
say
can't
this.
yeah.
I'll go. We do it password style. If she fucks up, then it's Tim's turn. Same word to you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's do it like that.
Fuck.
I can just say a sentence like
And then
Yeah.
we just
Okay.
switch.
This is for me and you, and then if
You get buzzed, then you guys switch, and then
you got a
I'll
chance
try-
to steal.
I got a chance to steal.
But he's not my teammate, you are.
Yes,
Okay.
but Tim's your referee.
Right.
He's your Dennis Leary.
The
Yeah.
person at like a casino that takes your keys.
Valet.
That wasn't so hard.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Point.
I was thinking of a casino too, though.
That's the only other thing that I could think of. I was like,
Yeah. But the ones I went to, they didn't fucking have that.
They have it at the hospital.
I'm sure they do. So who's going?
Jacob's going for you.
So I gotta pick the word.
No, you gotta guess the word that he's.
This is something you give yourself when you've done something good for yourself.
What?
It's kind of like a reimbursing yourself for all the time you spent working really hard. Like
Kudos.
Like in the Old West, there were outlaws, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they were
Cowboys.
right, but the outlaws that if you had information on the outlaws, there would be a
Bounty.
sort of. You would get a
Reward.
there it is.
Boom! That took too long.
That was a long one.
I thought that one was easier than valet.
But like, I give myself a reward. Okay, here you go.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You reward yourself
I don't even do shit.
That's true. All your rewards are revoked.
All right, so mark that.
I got it though. God damn it. Damn, where's my paper? Who's going now, Maria?
Yeah.
Oh, go for it. Ready?
Yeah.
The bad guy on the Lion King.
Scar.
Tim.
Just grab one.
Right.
Reverse.
It lives.
This is like great job for women.
Oh. Sucks for one.
Okay. Who's going?
You are. I'm trying to guess.
Okay. That one. That one.
Oh,
Okay. Let me see. Okay, a class you take that's sort of like English, but more boring.
Composition. Like English. Storytelling.
Storytelling out loud in front of people. Class.
Class.
Yeah,
Speech.
There you go.
Speech was not fucking boring.
Yes, it was. Let's just go right here.
Yeah. Okay, and then.
what's my turn?
Yeah.
Who gets the buzzer?
Tim.
Oh.
I don't even remember who my professor was for speech. But
I had two. I had some Asian lady, and then yeah, I got a high B, and I was there half the time.
Dude, in art appreciation, I got an A and I had 11 absences. She loved me because I did a great interpretation of a painting that hot professor. But it was interpretation of, it was called Mary's Humility or something, I don't know, but it was Jesus is a boy disobeying. And she's like, what does this mean? And I was like, well, like, how are you going to discipline the Son of God? He's perfect. You know, that was her struggle. And she's like, that's so beautiful. Like, she was like, I was like, fuck yeah, dude, I can just coast.
A lot of art is just bullshitting.
Yeah, but still, though, it was a nice interpretation because it made sense.
Got it.
Uh-oh. That's where the biggest one. Oh, man, I would say the funniest thing right now. Fuck, I want to steal your turn. I'm just going to...
You might get it. Yeah, here we go.
Oh, it's Margaret.
Yeah.
Vaccinations protect against
disease. Well, what would you have said?
Disease. Oh no, I would have said.
I would have given it away.
Dysentery.
I would have gone maybe.
It's like a shit disease. It's an Oregon Trail. You can die from it. Yeah.
Dysentery.
Yeah.
You
Drinking piss water.
Yeah, you gotta get super dehydrated. You lose all your fluids.
That sucks.
And Jacob died of dysentery in the Oregon Trail.
Yeah, if you were the farmer, you got the least amount of cash, but you got the most satisfaction for beating the game. Because you had started with $1,200. You could be a farmer, a banker, or an artisan.
A lawyer?
No, I don't think a lawyer.
No, that was like.
But you have to go to Oregon, like make it through Oregon. You can hunt and shit. But that was you don't remember that? It came out in 1990, like on the big 5-inch computer disc.
The baby. Literally, I was born that year.
All right. Okay. So this is doctors would wear it on their belts.
Stethoscope?
No.
Belts, not around their neck. Little like it would go off and they'd be like, "Oh, I gotta go."
Beeper.
There it is. That's another word for it.
Pager?
Yeah.
There it is.
Remember that
Like,
green
okay,
one?
That's what I would have said. Remember you found a green one over there?
Come on.
That's right.
Did we walk far that day?
Yeah, that was
from here to the mall
and back.
Yeah.
Wow.
And like we went to the flea market.
There's a flea market.
And then to the mall.
Yeah. No, we went to go see. You guys open? And like nobody answered.
No one was there.
So that we're here.
We
Might as well keep on going.
Yeah. And then to the mall. Then to I think Walmart. But I think we came back through.
McDonald's started selling McGriddles all day.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The breakfast is all day.
But it's
Yeah, but they only have
it's
certain
menus, yeah.
But I heard that they were going to have the McGriddles only with pancakes.
I hate those.
What do you got?
They're way too sweet.
I love them.
I ate one and I was like, ugh. I like the bacon and cheese.
Okay.
biscuits. Yeah.
Powdered egg.
What?
Powdered egg.
That's what it is. It's good.
You're ready.
My turn?
Yeah.
In the beginning of Peter Pan, he's trying to catch this. And sew it back to his shoe. It's like a version of you,
Midget?
but black. As a version of anybody. Alec Baldwin played him in a movie. It's I can't pantomime.
He's shy.
Pantomime.
Well, I could just go.
Yeah.
And,
Okay. Yeah.
A lady?
I can't use that first one. When it's dark, you don't have one.
No? The sun?
A black version of you that could grow. It grows, but of its pitch black, you have none.
That's a flower? I don't fucking know. This is hard.
Come on, Mark.
Yeah, the other one was fuck the other one.
If there's no sun, you have none.
No. Yeah. Oh, it's dark, there is none. But if it's daytime, you have one.
Black version of me.
A black version of anybody.
Shadow?
Yes.
Ah.
I was like, what?
Now it makes
Oh, okay. I'm like remembering Peter Pan also got being Shadow.
That's right. He was trying to catch a
Who is
shadow.
it? Tim?
Tim's.
It's shitty, right? Because you can't go through everything.
Dude, the other one of this was ginseng.
Oh, geez.
Ginseng? Right, I would have got that one right off the bat. You would have just like, alright. I was like, ginseng.
It's that fake bullshit. Ginseng.
This one? Yeah, that would have got this one. I would have asked for that one.
Now the other one.
I don't know, that one's pretty fucking.
I don't know how. I don't have to pantomime.
Yeah, because if I was allowed to pantomime, I was like that.
Really
This
well.
thing.
All I had to do is pantomime, and it's over.
Yeah.
I should have just done it. I kept it in my back pocket. It's like they think I'm going to say something. I'm just going to pantomime.
Okay.
All right, wait, what was it again? Showing Roticians.
What?
Making amends.
Apology?
There you go.
What did you say at first?
Roticians.
Roticians? Okay.
Poticians?
Roticians.
It's like, who's showing their what is this?
Rotician?
Roticians chicken?
Hold on. It's a word.
I believe you.
Maybe, but you could be like Tim pronouncing it.
Where's the beaver? Wait, what's going on?
Where's the beaver? Whose turn?
It's my turn.
Okay.
So you're the brother?
New ringtone. Grapefruit movie theater.
Okay, who's
Wait, what was
a person that has 6 figures in the bank?
Millionaire.
it? It's actually 7.
Oh, whatever. You got it?
I still got it.
Yeah.
Boom.
It's called
You're
teamwork.
retarded.
Think we both are.
Let's talk about those other retards.
You retarded? Let's talk about it.
Give us a call. Oh yeah, you can give us a call, guys.
Oh yeah, what's their phone number?
856-3420. Call us up and say something funny.
That's 3, the word 4, and then the number 20.
Jizz fish.
What?
You didn't get that. I mean, come on. Come on, Jacob.
Jizzfish, what?
Think about it.
An animal's name is 2 words. Jizzfish translates to... What is in jizz that gets girls pregnant?
Oh!
See, you got it right.
Semen. Something.
Close.
The more scientific name?
I thought that was
That's as about as you gotta go scientifically one back.
Spermatozoa?
Oh!
Sperm?
Spermfish.
Spermfish. Oh, I had no idea that was the thing. Thanks for...
No!
I did it again.
No, you're doing good. It's just that's stupid.
Sperm whale.
Yeah.
Sorry, but a whale's not a fish.
Still.
I know, but jizzfish. I mean...
Okay.
It's like the 2 words you never thought would ever come together.
No, that's exactly why.
We're gonna call this jizzfish. Nope.
No.
This is not a fish.
Whale.
It's like all, what's it? All Arrested
Shark.
Like Arrested Development. Just like there's a Michael Booth, just, nope, we're not calling it that. Sperm whale, how's that? Okay?
That works.
It's like, okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
It's small.
Woo!
It crawls. And it's a girl. Like, it's named after a girl.
Ladybug.
I was going to say Rodney Dangerfield. Ladybugs.
And Jack Hay and Jonathan Brandis.
This is Jonathan Brandis. He
That
committed
movie, the
suicide.
one where his son dresses up like a girl
Yeah.
to play soccer, right?
Yeah, that guy was in it. He killed himself.
Has everyone gone at least however many times that we're supposed to go?
I know I didn't win. I didn't win shit. But
Well,
I'm
you're
gonna
teamed up
reward
with him.
myself anyway.
You're gonna reward yourself?
Yes.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points.
The purple ones are 1?
2,
Yeah.
4, 6,
And the green
7.
Green ones are worth 2.
Or 6.
5.
7 and 5 is
12. And then
I have 6.
6 and
6 and 7? Okay. 2, 4.
13.
No. 4. 6, 7, yeah, 13. By 1. Recount. Okay.
I've never seen Avatar.
I used to try
The
to watch
Last
Avatar
Airbender?
when those fucking high-res TVs came out, and I couldn't watch it. I would get a fucking headache every time. Like, it was...
Now there's this 4K.
Yeah, someone asked me about that yesterday on the phone.
It's like
resolution.
Shit, there's one more card.
It's like 1080p times 4.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Mike was telling me that he got a new laptop that had a 4K screen, and then like everything that like any videos he watched were just like so.
Oh yeah, because it's nothing much for it
there's,
yet.
like, there's some videos on YouTube that are 4K.
I was watching. Have you seen that? Was it Buckets? The Zach Galifianakis clown show.
Oh yeah. No, I haven't seen it.
Well, like he buys a TV to impress his wife, and it's 4K. But the only thing they could watch is the display DVD that comes, like the floor model.
Because there's no.
Yeah.
No. It's not even a technology for it.
It's such a weird. Louis Anderson plays his mom.
Really?
Yeah. He's in a big dress. It's just
great.
it's just weird, but he plays his mom really good. I hadn't seen Louis Anderson in anything
Right.
since Family Feud.
Yeah. He's not like a guy that really can put on TV. Sort of like George Valange.
Not Bruce.
Bruce. That guy's like the ugliest.
George Valange was
Yeah,
a fine-looking man.
Yeah, he was very handsome. He died in a
But dude, he's so.
fan accident.
That's why I never watch Hollywood Squares. Like he
Bruce
just made me
Valanche.
want. he made me
That's
want-
why.
He made me want to puke. He was scary. He was gross.
But he had cool shirts though. He had the Department of Redundancy
He had that
Department.
bulbous alcoholic nose. Where it's just red and gets bigger. And he looked fucking like a train wreck.
He looked like
a bearded troll doll.
Yeah.
With glasses.
He was he was like a really gay Hagrid.
Yeah. Like bleach blonde.
Yeah.
Red glasses. Like
It's like crazy. It's like, oh, I got crazy glasses.
They're just red frames.
They're just red frames.
Sounds just Raphael never went crazy like that.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, she's nuts, dude. She's fucking straight
Dude.
right now.
Speaking of Raphael, TMNT trailer. See it?
No.
Yeah, I saw it. The Super Bowl one.
Technodrome.
I didn't see it.
And Krang.
You showed me that though.
Did I show you that?
Yeah, you showed it to me.
When?
Like a month ago.
No.
We were watching Ant-Man. We watched all those trailers.
You watched the trailer, but the new Super Bowl one actually.
Yeah, they showed the Technodrome.
Shit.
And they're fighting Krang, his alien body, and then Mikey goes up to the. Like, it's a circle. Like,
Yeah, they showed like that big like the crazy body, whatever that Krang would do. And then, so yeah, he like kind of taps on the glass, and then Krang is like.
Like, you just see like an eye and pink mask behind him.
Fuck yeah.
Looks so good. It comes out in March?
I think so.
Or August. March. Yes. We'll put it at March. We'll put it at April.
And Stephen Amell playing an ass-kicking vigilante.
It's a stretch. It's a stretch, but
I don't see it.
You should at least have a wig or something.
Doesn't he?
No,
nah, he's
Is
short.
this him?
He's got the short hair.
I like it. It looks good. Michael Bay can't do anything wrong.
Rocksteady, Bebop, the Technodrome.
You would think he's trying, but
Or was there word? I mean, except in the Mark Wahlberg one, and I haven't seen that one or the what do you call it, the Dark Side of the Moon one.
yeah.
But the other two, they're decent Transformer movies. Bad Boys.
Bad Boys and Bad Boys 2.
Supposed to be bad.
Michael Bay versus Explosion.
Yeah.
The Island.
But don't talk about that. You don't like that movie.
Why didn't you like that movie?
Because that was when I was in the hospital. I watched it, and it felt like
forever.
Yeah, it literally felt like the never-ending story. It was like, I swear, dude, it felt like.
It's like 90 minutes.
Nah, dude, everything was so slow in there, dude. And I never liked
AI is a long ass movie.
Fuck that movie too.
On that note, Tim, tell everybody where they could find us.
Cooking at High.
Yep.
Facebook, Twitter, the email.
Yeah.
Cooking at High.
Nope.
Cooking on High.
Cooking on High at Gmail.
At Ymail.
Why is that?
Because why the fuck not?
And then it's at Cook on High on Twitter.
At Cook on High on Twitter.
And Cooking on High on Tumblr.
Tumblr?
Yep, that's where we do the fanfics.
And Philosophy.
I should
You guys don't even know about
I
Philosophy.
should write a fanfic.
We're also on Philosophy,
Erotic
first ones, the creators.
Colossal dot.
It's totally not gay.
Colossal.asu.
I don't know how to.
Osucock?
That's mostly what they are, right? Like gay renditions of
Like.
cocking on high.
Did you hear about that?
That's our fanfic.
Noodle on High.
That one dude that wrote a Donald Trump erotic fan fiction and sold it on Amazon, like, and became like a bestseller. It's 20 pages, gay erotic fan fiction of Donald Trump.
Really?
Yes. It's called The Billionaire and the Bellboy. I don't know how much he sold it for on Amazon, but
It's
bestseller.
like $2 or
Yeah.
something, and then
And we leave you with the styling renditions of Jacob Ortiz singing the song that we know and love. I Ate My Way in Bubblegum.
I ate my way in bubblegum when I was just a lad.
Butterfree on this.
There's this. Yeah.
There's this song coming up after this. Later.
They'll stone you just like they said they would. They'll stone you when you're trying to go home. And they'll stone you when you're there all alone. But I would not feel so all alone. Everybody must